Navajo. Me, Red October, how? Alright, I'm just playing around. Anyway, representing the Native Americans today. I'm not Native American, but this is a cool shirt, and I thought, man, I'm going to wear it today. It's Friday. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. And today's Friday. So it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've been doing some thinking here, and I wanted to share with you guys. And I was taking a walk with my wife yesterday in the evening, working on a new project. I'll be releasing that soon. But I was telling my wife, I said, you know, in this day and age, our kids have so many opportunities. They have a lot of opportunities that we didn't have, obviously. You know, just with going to school, college, jobs, social media. There's so many. There's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm sure there's like a dozen other ones, and I'm outdated, so I don't keep up with all that. There's YouTube, of course. But there's so many things these kids have that we didn't have growing up. And same thing with our grandparents and our generation, right? Although we grew up in a simpler time, I believe. And a lot of my subs here that are, you know, in their 40s or 50s, 60s, know what I'm talking about. Just growing up in a simpler time. Not having to worry about popularity in the sense like these kids do, where they're under pressure to take a lot of selfies, post every place they go to, take a picture of their food, get the latest trend, keeping up with the Kardashians, etc. They worry so much about that stuff, and occasionally I get caught up in the whole thing too myself. I'm not gonna lie. You know, just every once in a while, you know, I see something, I'm thinking, man, I want to get that, or so and so has that, and I'd like to have that too. I'm not really a materialistic person, so I'm pretty thrifty. I will go and shop at Goodwill at times. I haven't gone in a while, but believe me, I will buy an old pair of jeans and wear it till it rips to shred. But I come from a different time than my kids do, but they have so much opportunity and access to information that we didn't have, that I think it also is their downfall for this generation and the generation to come, is that because things are so much easier on a different level, that they don't realize when it comes to struggle, they freak out. They don't know how to handle it because they're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking, well, shit, you either do or you don't. It's one or the other. You either have a car or you don't have a car. You have a job, you don't have a job. You know, our years of growing up were so much easier and just simple. You did or you didn't. You know, it was like that. It's not like you have these choices today. It's, you don't like A, B, you can go for C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever. The consequences of their actions, they don't have to suffer them like we did. But just a thought I wanted to share with you guys. The second thing I wanted to kind of just talk about was getting older. You know, I'm real close to my grandfather, and you know, he's 87 years old. He's still going pretty strong. But we recently had a family member on my grandmother's side pass away, and you know, I think about my grandfather so much. I mean, he's like my Wolverine. You know, he's just like outliving everybody else in the family, and I can only imagine that it, you know, well, let me back up. So I asked him, I said, hey, do you want to go to the funeral this weekend? And he said, well, you know, I'll let you know, which tells me he really doesn't want to go. But I have to ask, because if I don't, then, you know, I don't want anyone saying, well, did you ask Grandpa if he wanted to go? Did he need to ride? So I asked him again this morning. I was like, hey, Grandpa, how's it going? You know, just checking up on him. And I said, hey, you know, do you want to go to that funeral tomorrow? And he's like, well, I'll let you know. And I've been thinking about this, and I thought, you know, it must be hard for him as he gets older and he gets closer to the end, that he starts to realize, like, man, people around me are dying, and I'm outliving them. I don't know what that feels like because I'm not in his shoes. I'm not his age. I can only imagine from what I think and what I see how he must feel. And it must be tough for him to go through these years, these last several years, seeing people around him that he loved, family members that he grew up with, pass away. And it's something to think about. And I'm always thinking, believe me. But yeah, there's going to come a time that, if you're a parent and you have kids, little kids, or growing kids still, I don't know if this is a conversation for everybody, but in my mind I'm thinking, had I known this, would I have said it earlier to my kids? And that is, I would have taken their hand and held it up and turned around saying, you see this hand? You see this skin? You see this youth? It's going to get old one day. It's going to start breaking down. It's going to get wrinkly. You're going to age. And things don't work the same. So, while you're young, enjoy your youth. Cherish these moments. That person that maybe you find attractive, just know that when you're holding their hand or, grabbing them, just know that that body's going to change. That skin's going to change. They're skinny then they're not going to be skinny when they get older. Their hair's going to start falling out, and maybe they're going to lose some teeth, or they're going to change. That's just part of life. You just have to accept it. Anyway, I don't know if that's a conversation some of you want to have with your kids or not, but have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Right out.